In this lesson, you will learn the 7 method, a division strategy. So let's say we're doing 48 divided by 3. You have 48 apples and 3 baskets. How many apples can go into each basket? So we would start by setting up our division symbol, which looks like 3 on the outside. Then bring this here. That's your symbol. Then you put your 48 on the inside. And you ask yourself, how many groups of 3 go into 48? Let's start with 10 groups. 3 times 10 is 30. You subtract that out from the 48. So you subtract out what you were able to get to. And that leaves you with 18. 8 minus 0 is 8. 4 minus 3 is 1. So you're not done. You have to ask yourself how many groups of 3 go into 18. So skip count by 3s till you reach 18. So we're going to do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 groups. So how many 3's go into 18? 6. Put your 6 on the side. Now, what is 6 times 3? 18. That's what you subtract out. That's going to leave you with 0. So we had 10 groups, plus we did another 6 groups of 3, and that was a total of 16 groups. So our answer to 48 divided by 3 is 16. 16 apples can go in each basket. Okay, let's do another problem. Let's do a little harder one. Let's say we have 158 students and 5 classrooms. So we set up our symbol, 5 on the outside, 158 on the inside. And we want to see how many 5's can go into 158. So are we going to start at 10 groups? You could, but I want to start a little closer. Get higher. So you can start at 5 groups, 10 groups, 11 groups, 12 groups, 20 groups, 30 groups, 40 groups. What gets us close? One strategy I teach my students is to cover up the ones place. Okay? Pretend like it's not even there. How many 5's go into 15? Let's count by 5's. 5, 10, 15. So that's 3 groups. So let's write our 3 here on the side. But since we covered up the ones place, we've got to put our 0 back to get us to get the actual answer. So about 30 groups is going to get us close. So what's 30 times 5? Well, think of it as 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. With a 0 at the end is 150. So that's a great start. Look how close we got. We're trying to see how many groups of 5 go into 158. 8 minus 0 is 8. 5 minus 5 is 0. And then 1 minus 1 is 0. So we don't have to write them because they're in front and there's no other number. So we're left with 8. So we're not done. You're not done if this number is still higher than your divisor. So now we have to ask yourself how many groups of 5 go into 8. So we have it here. 5. 10 is too high though, so we'll cross off that 5. So how many groups of 5 go into 8? 1 group. So you put your 1 on the outside here. And then you do 1 group of 5 is 5. So that subtracts out. 1 times 5 is 5. 8 minus 5 is 3. So we had 30 groups, plus another 1 group. And that was the total of 31 groups, remainder 3. So our answer is 31, remainder 3. So they'll be able to put 31 kids in each class. Whoa, that's a big class. And they'll have to split up the 3 kids and put those into those classes too. So some of the classes will have 32 students. And that is the division strategy called the 7 method.